Alright guys, welcome back. Survival Living here. So we have, as the title suggested there, possible civil war right here in America, right on our doorstep. So yes, this is a concern for preppers. It's a concern for all Americans. That's just as simple as it can be. So guys, I'm going to do some pop-up headlines for you right fast. Basically, Texas Governor Abbott is doing his best to secure the border of Texas because there's a lot of illegal immigration crossing. So as preppers, we're looking at all kind of different angles of this, you know, the people crossing the borders and stuff. Now, one of the big theories is that there's a lot of foreign military sleeper cells crossing into the borders. It's a possibility. There are sleeper cells here in America. But let's go ahead and just take this as face value as what is being seen. Governor Abbott is actually saying that there's been over 6 million illegal crossings into America in the last 3 years. Now guys, I'm all for correct immigration as far as legally immigrated into a country. My family did it many generations ago, but there's a due process with all this stuff. Now when it comes to illegal immigration into a country, they put a massive strain on every taxpayer. That's you, that's me. It floods our entire system when American citizens cannot get any assistance when they need it. All right, that's just one of the aspects there. Okay, and two, don't know who's crossing the border. With this, the governor has cracked down. Bear with me guys, I know there's going to be a lot of people that's pro and against this. That is you. Okay, I'm just here to bring this information, my thoughts, and my thoughts alone. Okay, with this, he's trying to put a stop to this. Now, they did a whole bunch of razor wire and stuff like that. Should be a pop-up there. I mean, if you guys don't know what razor wire is, that's some nasty stuff. But the Biden administration has kept on pushing that because of this razor wire, and, you know, they're putting a stop to this. And by the way, they do have National Guard active. Governor Abbott had got National Guard in place to help secure this border. And the state of Florida has also sent personnel there to help. Yeah, this is why I'm saying possible civil war, guys, because we're seeing a huge push of mixed emotions and stuff from different states, different senators, governors, the populace. Yeah, and we've been beaten down and pushed so hard with so much hate towards each other through several of the last administrations. All right, everybody is fighting each other over political, race, religion, doesn't matter. Wars going on overseas, pro-Israel, Palestine, Hamas, whatever that is, we're all button heads already. And on top of that, we got a new movie fixing to come out titled Civil War. I don't know if that movie has anything to do with any of this, but it's like the pre-programmed thing, like get you ready for it. Do I believe that we are on the verge of a civil conflict? Well, quite frankly, guys, I prepare for it as much as possible. What we're seeing with the push of the troops, Governor Abbott has activated an invasion clause because the Biden administration had went to the Supreme Court to get a ruling against Texas that they have to take down their razor wire and, you know, basically let the border be open. And the governor of Texas basically said, F you. He didn't say that, but his actions are. He's saying, no, I have a right to protect my state. And he's also saying protect Americans. Yeah, it's an illegal invasion. So that's what he's doing. All right. Now, whether you're pro for it or not, doesn't matter to me. Okay, I'm here to give you the information. I'm here to give you my thoughts as far as what we do for my family here. We stock up. We continue to stock up. This is a very huge possible threat. If a civil conflict happens because a Biden administration made a blatant warning, you have 24 hours to cease and desist basically, or you'll face the consequences. What type of consequences? Well, rumor and theories from the educated people, you know, professors and stuff like that with civil law, liberties and all that good stuff we love here in America for, you know, American citizens. They are saying that they could possibly federalize the National Guard, which has taken the state's military, the National Guard of Texas, and federalizing them. Now they are under the rule of the federal government. the Biden administration. Whether or not that happens, I don't know. If it does happen, I think we're going to see something major pop off. Now, there's a pop-up here for you guys. The red states, those are protected on this border issue. All right. Looks like the country's divided, isn't it? Yeah. To think that nothing's going to happen from this is a little closed-minded. As a preppers and other people that are not prepper, you need to be looking at this information and you need to be going, okay, this could actually go very bad very quickly. So what are you going to do for you and your family? If you know what, guys, if a civil conflict happens, I've gotten the emails and the fantasy world Fallout tactics, whatever video game philosophies. Well, I'm going to run around and start shooting and do this and do that. Yeah, you're going to get swacked too. These are all Americans. Now, you're talking about going to civil war against brother versus brother again, like what happened during the original Civil War. The bloodiest war, as far as, to my knowledge, it is the bloodiest war that has ever been fought. At least the United States has been involved with. And it's right here on American soil. I could be wrong with my history there, but I'm pretty damn sure I'm actually correct on that. So, look what happens. All right, well, besides just the violence between each other, I mean, as much as you know your neighbor might be a Democrat, Republican, independent, whatever. But because of civil conflict, you know, he don't like your political views and he waits for you to, you know, go chop wood, and just because of that. This is going to be very bad if it escalates. You're going to the grocery store, good luck with that. Everything is so intertwined, interwebbed together. You're not going to be able to go to Walmart. Well, you might be able to go to Walmart. Good luck finding anything in Walmart. For the commenters, well, we just need to farm our own stuff. Absolutely. I completely agree with you. Farming your own food is the greatest thing, one of the best things about preparedness you can do. But now you got to defend all that. All right. As of right now, most people are working 2 jobs just to make ends meet. They don't have time to even garden. Okay, a lot of those comments and stuff are people that actually live on a farm, which is awesome. Absolutely. They have the time because they're there all the time, or they're retired, they have a piece of property, they're able to farm, grow their own stuff. Absolutely, that's great. But if you're working 2 jobs and only getting 5 to 6 hours of sleep at night because you're working all the time, 6 days a week, you don't have time for gardening, weeding, pruning. You don't have time for all that because you're trying to keep a roof over your family's head. Okay, this is why we stock up as much as possible. As preppers, yes, you should definitely keep seeds, know how to grow. In other words, to know how to grow, you need to be practicing how to grow, okay? Because anything bad can happen really, really quick, and you lose your crops. And if you don't have food put back, guess what? You and your family starving, all right? That is one of the first things, is food. You know, your power supply, stuff like that, guys, they can get cut during a civil conflict. Okay, this region is giving us the most trouble. Cut their power. If you're dependent on power to stay alive, well, guess what? There it goes. Alternative power. Okay, medication is going to be a huge thing during a civil conflict. And they're not worried about making sure that your pharmacy's stocked. They're worried about fighting the other people, the other armies, you know, your fellow Americans. I had a conversation with a couple guys today, and good friends, and they're like, dude, I can't wait for it. I'm looking at them, I'm like, I don't want millions of people dying here in America. I don't want Americans dying at all. And I'm looking, I'm talking to these, I mean, you do realize what you're saying you want to happen. You want millions of people to die so you get your point across. Now, do I want a bunch of illegal immigration going on here in America? No, I don't. I want it to stop, but not at the cost of millions of American lives to make that stop. Now, I probably just ticked off half my viewers, and I'm sure the subscriber count is like disappearing right now. Okay, well, that's my thoughts on this. If you want to go run around, play Rambo and stuff, and you don't value human life, apparently maybe my channel wasn't there for you. All right, maybe you shouldn't have been here to begin with. I do value human lives. I value my life, my wife's life, my family, my group. I value your life. unless you try to hurt me or my family. Then I'm just going to go and swack you. But until that happens, I do value your life, as long as you don't try to hurt me or my loved ones. Simple. Just because someone's trying to illegally enter the country, I'm not willing to go kill. I'm not even willing to watch one American die to stop one illegal. But that's just my thoughts on this. All right, guys. Speak to you later.